We now move on to heat 3 of the men's open junior freestyle, of which there are 8 heats. Your athletes for heat 3 are as listed on the scoreboard.
Good morning everyone and welcome back to the North East Region Age Group Championships. This lovely Sunday morning here at Ponds Forge, just ready to get underway. My name's Terry Jeans and I'll be joining you this morning, obviously on the stream. If you were watching yesterday, you might see we're at the other end of the pool. So we've just had a few technical difficulties with the Open Championship, so we swapped ends. Shouldn't affect things too much, but we won't see a swimmer in lane 7 this morning. So if you're wondering why we've consistently not got a swimmer in lane 7, that is the reason, as we do have an issue with the boom in the centre of the pool. So our first event this morning is event 301, which is the 800 metre freestyle. And the ladies look to be ready there for heat number 1. Just waiting for a final few technical bits and pieces to be checked out by the referee before we're underway, but I don't think we're far away at this point. So there'll be 4 heats of the 800 metres this morning. And as mentioned, of course, no swimmer up in lane 7. So there we have the start list for heat number 1 of this ladies 800 metres freestyle, or girls I should say. So we're underway with this Sunday morning competition, the regional age groups. With heat number 1, the 800 metre freestyle. Going in lane 1, Holly Stoker, City of Sunderland. Lane 2, Eleanor Valentine Bull of the Borough of Barnsley. Lane 3, Laura Burgess of Darlington. Lane 4, Rihanna Sarianosos of the City of Sunderland. Lane 5, Holly MacDonald of the City of Leeds. 6, Molly Green, also of the City of Leeds. And in 8, Rihanna Foster of South Holder. So 32 lengths on a short course, the 800 metre freestyle. All 12-year-olds in this heat. Interesting to see how the field splits at these early stages, as it is likely to alter, no doubt, as we've seen on the longer distance events yesterday over the 400 IM and the 1500 metre freestyle that we saw for the boys. Key thing for these swimmers at these early stages in the race, not to go out too early or too fast. So at the moment it's Molly Green, lane number 6, from the city of Leeds, who is leading the way. Up there in 6 as well. Next to her in 6, I should say, her teammate Holly McDonald, certainly looking to push Holly Stoker as well, down in lane 1. Pretty much stroke for stroke, the two battling for second at this point. So it is Holly Stoker that turns first, just ahead of Holly McDonald, as they turn at the 100 metre mark. So Molly Green up in 6, just stretching that lead a little. Be nice and steady though. She'll be wanting to maintain that position, maintain the stroke rate. She'll have the strategy planned out for this 800 metres. So she'll know what stroke rate she needs to stick to. She'll have done this many times in training, I'm sure, as will the rest of these girls. So there is a bit of a tussle hotting up in the centre of the pool. Lanes 4 and 3. Laura Burgess and Rihanna Sorianosos. And pushing one another. They keep jostling around for position. One goes ahead of the other doesn't let the other get away. It is still Molly Green. City leads her entry time 10:13.9. It looks like her teammate Holly McDonald in lane 5. Her entry time at 10:27.2. She's looking just to establish herself in that second place at the moment. Officials just popping the good old lap cards in, just as a reminder. Just in case second guess yourself as to how many laps you've got left. So don't forget, do let us know where you're tuning in from. It's quite quiet on Twitter yesterday. Did get a few little shout outs in there. So at ASA Northeast, hashtag Swim Northeast as well. Let us know where you're supporting from. Are you in venue? Whereabouts are you tuning in from? So just over halfway in this 800 metre freestyle first heat. And it is the City of Leeds swimmer just disappearing off the right of your screen. Molly Green. Is taking this heat pretty much under her wing. She is leading. She's led from the front from the very beginning of this. Just to the right of your shot as well, teammate Holly McDonald. They're coming back incredibly strongly at the top of your screen. Lane number 8, Rihanna Foster of South Holder, picking up that pace. She is closing that gap down to Holly McDonald. So we will see how these race strategies pan out. Will Holly have something left towards the back end of this 800 metre freestyle, or will it be Rihanna Foster that really closes down that space, and pushes her way up into the top 3 positions for this heat? So again, just coming into your screen, you see the 4 swimmers. That gap has really closed up between these girls in lanes 1, 2, 3 and 4. Really showing how the different race strategies are being employed here. So Holly Stoker, just at the bottom of your screen, City of Sunderland. She's actually not just coming into view just yet. Got the City of Leeds swimmers there. They'll just be coming in now. So Rihanna Foster up in lane 8. Really closing down that gap between herself and lane number 5, Holly McDonald. Doing very well with 2 lengths to go this 800 metres. To have had that stored, paced it very well. Just putting in the right amount of energy, right times. But as we're seeing from Molly Green, absolutely owning this first heat. She is stretching away now. Good 20 metres ahead of the rest of the field. But how is this second half of the pack going to lay out? We're looking at lanes 1 and 2 turning together. Lanes 3 and 4 turning together. So Holly Stoker and Ella Valentine-Ball, there's a battle there, and Laura Burgess and Rihanna Sorianosos will be wanting to fight it out. Interesting to see who's going to break away if they can. So Molly Green coming in to finish her 800 metres. Great swim from her, 10:07.94. And it is going to be Rihanna Foster. She has overtaken Holly McDonald. Great swim from her, very well paced, 10:19.07. Helena Valentine-Ball there, 10:25.9. Pushing Holly McDonald into that 4th position, 10:21.27. And Holly Stoker running off the top 5, 10:21.53. But great swim from all these girls to the back of this 800, really changing those positions around. And we have heat number 2 coming up. Some familiar names there from today's competition yesterday. Great to see these girls in many different disciplines. So off we go with heat number 2, lane 0. Gracie Beaumont, City of Bradford. Ariana Stokes in 1 from Tynemouth. 2, Lauren Heppel of Chester Street. In 3, Emily Headley of Tynemouth. In 4, Emily Oliver of the Borough of Kirklees. In 5, Jess Widdowson of the City of Leeds. In 6, Annabelle Cooper of Weir Valley. In 8, Charlotte Tingle of Rotherham Metro. And in 9, Helena Wyness of the City of Sunderland. So, turning first there. That one, of course, is the 50-metre mark. Not quite 25 as we saw. He's looking to be quite a dominant start from lane number 6. Annabelle Cooper of Weir Valley. Looking really steady. She'll know what she's got to do in the first few lengths of this one. So Annabelle Cooper, lane 6.
And we move on to one of 6 in the women's open 50-metre breaststroke, and your athletes are listed on the scoreboard.
So 26 lengths of this 800 metres left for these ladies. Annabelle Cooper, though, still at the front of the pack, emerging into second, looking like top of the pool, lane number 8, Charlotte Tingle at this stage, Rotherham Metro. Closely followed by lane number 3, Emily Headley, and at the top of the pool, lane number 9, Helena Wyness, City of Sunderland. Sure, in lane 3, Emily Headley. Bilateral breathing at the moment when she looks towards that upper end of the pool, up towards lane 9. She'll see those ladies. Want to try and stick with them if she can. Very smooth and steady from all these swimmers actually in this heat at the moment. Centre lanes, lanes 4 and 5. Emily Oliver, Borough of Kirklees, and Jess Widdowson. Just at the right of your screen there, the yellow and green hats. But also, a bit of a burst coming from lane number 2, Lauren Heppel, Chester Street, wanting to go with them as well. It is Charlotte Cooper. Who is leading the way at this point. And she's absolutely not being allowed to get too far away from that second pack of 3 swimmers. Lane 9, lane 8, and lane 3. Emily Headley, Charlotte Tingle and Helena Wyness. Those 3 ladies will be wanting to close down that water between themselves and lane number 6. So Annabelle Cooper, lane number 6, currently leading this one. Her entry time, first time in these heats that we see dipping under that 10-minute mark, 9:58.40.
And we move on to heat number 4 of the women's open 50-metre breaststroke, and your athletes are as displayed on the scoreboard.
So those gaps really closing up now between Annabelle Cooper, lane number 6. She has led from the front of this second heat of the girls 800 metre freestyle. But look at the gap really closing down now between lane number 8, Charlotte Tingle, Rotherham Metro, up there in the white cap. Also up from her, lane number 9, Helena Weiner, City of Sunderland, and also not to be discounted, pushing for that first place, lane number 3. That will be Emily Headley of Tynemouth, coming into the final stages of this race now. And lane number 8 absolutely eating up that ground. Charlotte Tingle, Rotherham Metro, keep an eye on lane number 8. Has she got enough in that reserve tank to get her past Annabelle Cooper? Annabelle Cooper is the fastest entrant in this heat, but as we've seen, some great improvements on entry times during this competition, so really anything can happen. It is Charlotte Tingle turning just slightly earlier visually there. And Annabelle Cooper, I think we're going to see quite an exciting finish to this 800 metres. Lane 9 not letting them get away either, Helena Weiner, City of Sunderland. So Charlotte Tingle there, as you can see, 6:46.21. Obviously they're not at 2:75, so please ignore that. They are much closer to the end of this race, so an absolute battle is looking to emerge between those 3 and even 4 ladies at the front of this heat. Lane number 3 as well coming into the mix, Emily Headley of Tynemouth. So 8 lengths to go, 200 metres for this, just coming up to the 7:23 she turns on, 7:23.87 for Charlotte Tingle. Annabelle Cooper just behind her, and Helena Weiner's top of the screen in lane number 9, just still in that 3rd place, holding on well. But Emily Headley just in the blue cap, passing underneath the flags there. She's not finished yet. But Charlotte Tingle really stretching away. Paced this fantastically for this last 200 metres. With 150 to go now for these girls. All about making sure you've got just enough left so that when you finish, you can finish, but make sure that you've not got anything that you could have given. So lane number 8, Charlotte Tingle, Rotherham Metro, doing just that. Question is now, over this last 115 or so metres, has she delivered this 800 metres as she would have wished? It's looking positive, looking very good. Lane number 3 as well, eating up that ground, Emily Headley of Tynemouth. She is closing down those 2 ladies up in lane number 6 and 9. Just turning now lanes 5, 4 and 2. Has been an ongoing battle throughout this 800 metres. Emily Oliver and Jess Widdowson. Let's see the names up there, apologies. Coming down stroke for stroke, those 2 ladies. But at the top of your screen now, really can see Charlotte Tingle maintaining that lead, keeping the underwater phase nice, controlled, not letting the tiredness creep in. Muscles will be hurting at this stage, I'm absolutely sure of it. Got to keep focused, not allowing any mistakes to creep in. You hear the whistles begin to go as they go into the last 50 metres. And it is going to be Charlotte Tingle. Fantastic swim from her. She will be very pleased. Her entry time 10:05.58. She dips under that 10-minute mark to come in with a 9:51.91. Helena Weiner taking that second. Fantastic last 50 metres from her. 9:57.89, and Annabelle Cooper coming in 10.39 on the nose. What was great swimming over this 800 metres from those different groups of girls right from the beginning, really jostling around for those positions, really testing the strategies and pacing from each of them individually. So what great move for heat number 2 as we look to move to heat number 3.
And in the age group, number 3, freestyle.
So underway, of course, with heat number 3. In lane 0, Martha Callaghan, City of Leeds. In 1, Emma Finley, Gateshead and Wickham. In 2, Sophie Basaraba of Skipton. 3, Jessie Finley of the City of Sheffield. In 4, Megan Sharp of the City of Leeds. In 5, Megan Burnell of the City of Leeds. In 6, Lauren Smith, also of the City of Leeds. 8, Iona Logan of the City of Leeds. And in 9, Sasha Long of the City of Leeds. Great show of force from the City of Leeds again. 6 swimmers in this heat. Coming from Leeds. So turning first, Lauren Smith in lane 6, but as we know, this field will move depending on how these girls go out in the heat, but also how they place their races. So the majority here just under that 10-minute mark. Couple just over it, so they'll be wanting to try and get under that 10-minute barrier. Lauren Smith still maintaining there as she turns. Megan Sharp turning second. Is the City of Leeds swimmer at the moment in lane 6. Lauren Smith. As she has done from the start of this one, just looking to establish herself at the front of the field. But you can see her teammate, yellow hat, 2 lanes down. In lane number 4, Megan Sharp of the City of Leeds. Straight rate increasing from her, just wanting to stick with her teammates. You can see 3 City of Leeds swimmers just pushing towards the front. Lauren Smith, Iona Morgan and Megan Sharp. Interesting to see slightly quicker stroke rate from lane 4, Megan Sharp, City of Leeds. Interesting to compare the 3 swimmers from Leeds at this point. A little bit more leg kick coming from lane 4, slightly higher stroke rate. We'll be wanting to make sure they don't go out too hard or too fast. To make sure we've got enough in the tank to get to the end of the 800 metres. But really looking established, these 3 lead swimmers at the front of the pack. Iona Logan, Lauren Smith, just swapping positions there. Lauren Smith had led this one. So the question is, will Lauren Smith respond, try and snatch that lead back? I think she might. So looking at the second pack, down in lane number 1, Emma Finley, Gateshead and Wickham. She's not letting these City of Leeds girls have it all their own way. She is closing down that space quite rapidly. Followed by lanes 2 and 3. That's Sophie Basaraba of Skipton and Jessie Finley of the City of Sheffield. Of course, in the red hat in lane number 3. And also up in lane 9. Sasha Long, City of Leeds. Can be difficult from the outside lanes, especially in a 10-lane pool such as this, to gauge what's going on in the rest of the field, especially with packs of swimmers moving away from one another. But these swimmers will know exactly what they're doing. And to keep the stroke rates as they've done in training, they'll have strategies for each. Perhaps 200 metres. Or even 100-metre segments. So it is looking like lane number 8 now. Iona Logan, City of Leeds, just stretching that lead away. Great swimming from lane 4. Initially I did wonder whether she's going to be able to keep it up, Megan Sharp, City of Leeds, but it looks like she absolutely is. Great work from her in lane number 4. And towards the back portion of this 800 metres, she's really showing strength and stamina, just really digging deep to get those legs going, increasing the stroke rate. Probably see the same happening in lane 6 and lane 8. So Iona Logan there, 7:09.46. Megan Sharp and Lauren Smith. Second pack just coming in now, lane 1, just out of shot. Iona Logan turning there, 8:20.69. Megan Sharp second, Lauren Smith third. And she just goes out of the right of the shot, as you can see. Lane number 1. Emma Finley still powering away, great swim from her. Swimming a race of her own there down in lane number 1. She's broken away from the girls that were around her. So really showing some great training, great maturity there. Swimming her own race strategy. She will be aware, of course, of what's going on in the pool, but absolutely keeping that mindset strong. Coming into the final 50 metres for the front 3. So we do have absolutely great finish from lane number 8. You can see it at the top of your screen. Don't forget, of course, lane 5, 2 more laps to go, but lane 8, Iona Logan, absolutely cracking swim, 9:30.75. She will be very pleased with that. 12 seconds or so off her entry time. Brilliant swim. Second, Megan Sharp, 9:34.99. Lauren Smith, 9:38.32. Emma Finley down in lane 1. Great swim from her, very focused, 9:47.37. she'll be pleased with that. Dipping under that 10-minute mark by quite a considerable margin. Brilliant work from her. So I think we did have a couple of hats escape. So we're just going to retrieve those. So there'll no doubt be a short pause just while we clear the swimmers and retrieve the hats. So there we have the final start list for heat number 4. So underway now with the final heat of this girls 800 metre freestyle. In lane 0, Georgia Robertson, City of Sheffield. In 1, Elizabeth Russell, City of Leeds. In 2, Neve Carroll, also the City of Leeds. 3, Leah Schlosslen of the City of Leeds. In 4, Laura Hodgson of Newcastle. 5, Lara Thompson of the City of Leeds. 6, Chloe Ward of the Borough of Stockton. 8, Freya Johnson of the City of Leeds. And in 9, Isabel Hextall of Kingston upon Hull. So Isabel Hextall, 100 metre mark, 1:05.47, followed by Lauren and Neve. Very strong and early breakaway from lane 4 and lane 9. Laura Hodgson, Newcastle, and Isabel Hextall of Kingston upon Hull. Lauren Hodgson, 2:15 at the 200 mark. Still leading the way. Coming in now. Lane 4, Laura Hodgson. With Newcastle. 2nd, Neve Carroll. 3rd, Isabel Hextall. But as you can see, Yellow Hat absolutely powering back. In lane number 2 is Neve Carroll, City of Leeds. She is catching the current leader very quickly in lane 4. Laura Hodgson of Newcastle. Again, much like Megan Sharp in the previous heat. Interesting to see the stroke rate. Perhaps a slightly different race strategy from the City of Leeds swimmer. Stroke rate a little bit higher slightly earlier, but as we've seen, absolutely paid off for Megan Sharp in the previous heat. Are we seeing a similar strategy? From the 2 City of Leeds swimmers that are currently pushing into this top 3. So lane number 2, Neve Carroll. She is not messing around at all. Just over the halfway point. She is in second. Lane number 4, Megan Sharp, still keeping things very much her way out in front. However, a little battle between the 2 City of Leeds swimmers in 2 and in 5. And of course is Neve Carroll, City of Leeds, and also Lara Thompson, her teammate. Both 13 years of age. They will definitely be aware of how one another trains for this, I'm sure. Laura Hodgson, as you can see, still out in front.
In the open pool, moves to event 3 and 5, the women's open 400 metres individual medley, of which we have 5 teams.
Just passing the 6-minute mark. You can see how those ladies at the front of the pack just coming up to lap swimmer in lane 6. Chloe Ward. However, absolutely steaming forward in lane 4. Very, very much having this as a race of her own out in front. All the clean water she wants. That's over the long distance. It makes it so much easier when you're not dealing with wake from other swimmers. Amazing how much that does affect you, despite having the anti-waves. It's can be incredibly difficult. So Laura will be enjoying that out in front. Wanting to make the most of that, and that she is. So 6 lengths to go. See the officials popping in the boards. So Laura Hodgson, Lara Thompson, followed by Neve Carroll. Familiar top 3 from the start of this heat. Hearing the whistles go, last 2 laps for the remainder of these swimmers. And it is Laura Hodgson. Wonderful swim from her, absolutely motoring right to the finish. 9:13.21. Just outside her entry time, but still absolutely brilliant swimming from her. She commanded that one right from the start. Lane 5 coming in second, Lara Thompson. She's got a 9:21.88. And Neve Carroll, 9:27.25 for her. That's an improvement on her entry time. City Elite swimmer Neve will be pleased, I'm sure, with that. So just turning at the other end, just out of shot, we have lane number 1, Elizabeth Russell, City of Leeds. And also lane number 6, Chloe Ward, just coming in. There we are. Here's the final times for this final heat of the 800 metre freestyle. Absolutely great swims in there. So well done to the swimmers, of course, that took part in that. Heat declared winner for this one as well. So obviously those times will put the swimmers into their positions for potential age group medals. Next event we move very swiftly on to is, of course, on your screens there, the 100 metre breaststroke for boys. 11 to 13 is, and this is heat number 1. So 4 swimmers in here, all with a 1:37 entry time, point something, of course, not a lot splitting them at all, so we should see this heat being quite tight. In 3, Thomas Milner of the City of Leeds, 4, Tyrese Gregory of the City of Sheffield, 5, Isaac Rowland of the Borough of Stockton, and 6, Jack Kelso of Tynemouth. So as they come down this second 25, looking at lane number 6, Jack Kelso, Tynemouth, just beginning to edge away. Great first 50 from him. Anyone's game for that second, third and fourth. Is Isaac Rowland on the turn for second, but Jack Kelso, 43.74, his first 50. So Jack Kelso really keeping his stroke nice and smooth, making the most of it. Very powerful in lane 6, extending away that lead. The body lengths up now as he comes underneath the flags. Probably looking at lane number 5 for second. That's Isaac Rowland of the Borough of Stockton. But are any of these other lads going to get the touch? No, it's going to be Isaac Rowland, followed by Tyrese Gregory and Thomas Milner. Jack Kelso taking that one, 1:33.18. So we're underway with heat number 2. In 0, Jack McCaskey, Grimsby. In 1, Ben Hewitt of Morpeth. 2, Benjamin Walker of Stocksbridge. 3, James Adkin of the City of Leeds. 4, Thomas Dennis of York City. 5, Miles Kearns of Cleethorpes. 6, Maximus Murray of Gateshead and Wickham. 8, Marco Longwa of Kingston upon Hull. And in 9, Charlie Wallace of Richmond upon Dale. So coming into the last 15 metres of the first 50, lane 0, Jack Muskarsky, Grimsby Aquatics. In fact, it's actually lane number 3, took that on that turn. James Adkin. It just proves how close it is. Might visually look a little bit clearer cut, but depends on who gets the hands quickest to the wall on that touch. And there we are, still going to be between 0 and 3. I think it is going to be 0 on that final turn. Good underwater phase from Jack in lane 0. Really stretching his lead away coming out of that turn. Lane 3 though, James Adkins, City of Leeds, once again that yellow hat, but also don't discount Ben Hewitt Morpeth in lane 1. He is coming back stroke by stroke on these two boys. I don't think he's going to have quite enough space to do it, but he will, I think, take the third. He does, so it's Jack McCaskey 1:31.16, James Adkin 1:31.92, and Ben Hewitt finishing that top 3 in 1:33.3. Great finish from him to see off the rest of that field for that third place. In the water with heat number 3 of the boys 100-metre breaststroke. Lane 0, Rowan Box of Skipton, 1 Lucas Jex of Grimsby, 2 Zach Beattie of Borough of Kirklees, 3 Jamie Blinch of York City, 4 Sean Smith of Harrogate, 5 Jad Idris of the City of Leeds, 6 Jacob Barnett of the City of Sunderland, 8 Alex Boyer of Darlington, and in 9 Charles Simpson of Chester Le Street. So as they come back down this second 25, lane number 6, quite convincingly, Jacob Barnett, 40.29 his split on that first 50 of this 100-metre breaststroke. The rest of the field absolutely not letting him have that all his own way. Looking at lane number 2 also, Zach Beattie, Borough of Kirklees in the dark black hat. Although York City swimmer as well, the orange hat, Jamie Blanch, going with him. So is anyone got it left to be able to catch lane number 6, Jacob Barnett? He has absolutely demonstrated his dominance from the first length of this, but York City swimmer, look at this comeback in lane number 3, Jamie Blanch. Is he going to nick that touch? I think he might. He has. Oh, he hasn't. Oh, what a finish that was. Jacob Barnett, 1:27.72. Jamie Blanch, 1:27.94. Great finish from Jacob Barnett there, making sure he got his hands to the wall quickly to keep that first place he's held for the whole of that 100 metres. Jamie Blanch, what a comeback down that final 25. Great pacing and strategy on that 100. So we move to heat number 4. So we are away for heat number 4. Slightly slower start in lane number 6. He is back there with the rest of the field now. There's Regan Peel, Borough of Stockton. He is certainly right up in the mix now. Lane number 4 though, William Oliver, Skipton. Again a familiar name from yesterday's competition. His entry time 1:25.01, turns there 39.6. Great split from him. Lane number 3, Stocksbridge swimmer Finley McNicholas, also going with him. But further down the pool, similar orange hat, always gets me a little bit confused between the Stocksbridge and the York City caps. There's Isaac Stabler, although fading slightly on this 25. So lane 4 and 3, absolute battle, Finley McNicholas and William Oliver. Who is going to grab this one? I think it's going to be the orange hat of Finley McNicholas of Stocksbridge. Is he? Yes, he is. Great finish from him. Finley McNicholas, 1:23.53. William Oliver, 1:24.13. And Isaac Stabler absolutely powered through to take that third, 1:25.09. So not messing around here, straight into heat number 5. Lane 0, Kamitha Mudderidge, Newcastle. 1, Nathan Julie of City of Leeds. 2, Timothy Hang of Bev Barracudas. In 3, Reese Ridderford of the City of Leeds. 4, Callum Nurse of Grimsby. 5, Ben Swan of the Borough of Stockton. 6, James Robinson of the City of Leeds. 8, George Brooks, also of the City of Leeds. And in 9, Nicholas Honeybone of Doncaster Darts. So coming in to this first 50-metre turn, Ben Swan, 37.27. Followed by James Robinson, Timothy Hang. So it is looking to be lane number 6, James Robinson, City of Leeds. Going down just under the flags, but lane number 2, Timothy Hang, Bev Barracudas, really making some ground back on that final 25 metres. James Robinson, 1:20.01. Timothy Hang, 1:21.31. Third, George Brooks, 1:22.36. So heat number 6 of this boys 100 breaststrokes in the water. 0, Noel Cooper of Hartlepool. In 1, Mikhail Iqbal of Stocksbridge. 2, Luke Booth, Rotherham Metro. 3, George Knowles, City of Leeds. 4, Thomas McDermott of Middlesbrough. 5, Thomas Bergman of Sheffield City. In 6, Alfie Maguire, City of Sunderland. 8, Ryan Nagam of the City of Sunderland. And in 9, William Morris of Middlesbrough. So turning at the 50-metre mark, Luke Booth 35.17, George Knowles second, Alfie Maguire third, followed by Thomas McDermott, I believe, in that 4th place. So it is the yellow hat in lane number 3, George Knowles, City of Leeds, pushing its way to the front of this field, making the most of that underwater phase. He comes out half a body length up at this stage ahead of the rest of the field, but this may change. Amazing how swimmers really will push in that last 15 metres and how that can change things. And it is going to be George Knowles, 1:14.92, Luke Booth 1:15.67, and it is Thomas Bergman, 1:15.7 to take that third. Great swims from those 3. Moving to the penultimate heat, which is heat number 7. So heat number 7, lane 0, Morgan Swells of Derwenside, 1, Ben Croft of Stocksbridge, 2, Jacob Grierson of the Borough of Kirklees, 3, Elliot Watkins of the City of Leeds, 4, Christian Ryan of Tynedale, 5, Cameron Green of the City of Bradford, 6, Matthew Cairns of Durham City, 8, Thomas Wilkinson of the City of Sheffield, and 9, Jacob Davidson of Chester Street. So coming up to this 50 metre mark, and quite convincingly, Cameron Green, as we've seen from him, absolutely storming racing yesterday. But also not to forget, to his right, Christian Ryan in the green hat, Tynedale swimmer there. He will absolutely be wanting to track him down, and he is doing that. Cameron Green trying to break away from the field on this 100 metre breaststroke, and they are doing just that. But the Tynedale swimmer is not letting him go. What a great underwater phase from Cameron Green up in lane 5. Really can't be argued he doesn't make the most of that, but stroke by stroke, look at this, Tynedale swimmer, green hat coming back, stroke by stroke. Is he going to take it? I think he might. What a fantastic finish that is in lane number 4, Christian Ryan. Wow, that was a finish and a half. 1:11.66, Cameron Green 1:11.94. And down in lane 0, Morgan Swells popping into the 3rd place there, 1:15.19. What a finish that was for heat number 7 of the boys 100 metre breaststroke. So final heat underway, heat number 8, slightly smaller just because of the rejigging with the broken lane, of course, in lane number 7. So in lane 1, Dan Baker, Peter Lee. Lane 2, Lewis Ramsey, Gateshead and Wickham. 3, Harry Hawkett of Pocklington. 4, Jack Ridley of AFS Hartlepool. 5, Gregor Batley of Alnwick Dolphins. And 6, Adam Javid of Sheffield City. So I was going to suggest a semi-spearhead formation, but lane number 1 really breaking that, but lane number 4 powering away. Jack Ridley 35.78 on that turn, followed by lane 5, Gregor Batley. 3, Harry Hawkett coming in there, and lane 1, as I mentioned, Dan Baker, Peter Lee, really not messing around to grab that 4th. But it is looking to be at the 75 metre mark. Jack Ridley, AFS Hartlepool. However, keep an eye on lane number 5, Gregor Batley, Alnwick Dolphins. Jack Ridley's entry, 1:18 on the nose. Is he going to beat that in this heat? We shall see. Heat declared winners, of course, for these boys. So 1:17.11 from him. 1:19.39 from Gregor Batley. Harry Hawkett, 1:22.58. Absolutely great swims from them. Improvement on the entry time for Jack Ridley, Gregor Batley, and I believe Harry Hawkett as well, so they will be pleased with those. And that does round us off in the 100 metre breaststroke. We now double the distance, and we go to the girls, 11 to 13 years, 200 metre breaststroke. So 5 swimmers going in this one. Lane 2, Isabel Coe, Borough of Stockton. 3, Molly Baker, City of Sheffield. 4, Ava Perkins, Tynemouth. 5, Grace Milner, City of Leeds. In 6, Isabel Daly of Middlesbrough. So 200 metre breaststroke, 8 lengths of the pool. So all 11 years of age in this breaststroke first heat. Coming down to the 100 metre mark. Really stretching away. Ava Perkins, Tynemouth. Stroke by stroke, just making sure that she is moving away from the rest of the field. Just a reminder as well to those of you joining us, we do have 2 pools operating today, so that's why when you go to the boom you can probably see some swimmers coming down the pool the other side. So that is the Open Championship pool, and the one we are watching is the age group pool. That's 11 to 13 year age groups. Ava Perkins standing there 2:16, 2:7, followed by Grace Milner and Molly Baker. So coming down this last 50 metres, they will really be feeling the burn. 200 metre breaststroke is by no means for the faint-hearted. Definitely something I used to swim. So lane number 4, Ava Perkins. Still looking very good as she comes into the end of this race. Great swim from her, 3:04.57. Great improvement on her entry time, just over 8 seconds off that. Second, Grace Milner 3:07.73 and Molly Baker 3:07.82. Great, those 2 girls pushing one another right to the end. 0.09 of a second, 0.09 sorry of a second splitting them right at the end. We move on to heat number 2. So heat number 2 in the water. Lane 0, Jessica Scott of Middlesbrough. 1, Nell Williams, City of Leeds. 2, Eleanor Valentine, Borough of Barnsley. 3, Cecilia Linton of Grimsby. 4, Isabel Sherring of the City of Sheffield. 5, Lydia Hall of Chester Street. 6, Ellie Sowerby of Derwenside. 8, Daisy Cunningham of Morpeth. And in 9, Christina Black of the City of Leeds. So at the turn, it is lane 8. Absolutely grabbing that touch between lane 8, lane 5 and lane 3. Nothing splitting these girls at the moment. And in lane 0 as well, Jessica Scott, Middlesbrough. Cecilia Linton of Grimsby. Lydia Hall, Chester Street. And Daisy Cunningham in lane 8 as well. So it is the red and white hat of the Morpeth swimmer Daisy Cunningham in lane 8 at the moment. At the 100 metre mark, 1:26.5. Lydia Hall second. Cecilia Linton taking the third at this point. But as you will see, those ladies are forming a very straight line. So this is really where the race tactics come into play. To see in the race situation, does that strategy change? Do we stick with what you were planning to do? Has a teammate or a competitor in the heat gone a little bit faster? You're going to go with them. There's a lot of questions for these girls to keep thinking about while swimming the 200 metres. So Daisy Cunningham, Morpeth still leading the way, 2:13.78 into this last 50 metres. Really will be starting to hurt on this 200 metres. Feel it in the legs. I always used to feel it across my shins. Just got to power through. It's a real mental game, swimming, as well as a physical one. So Daisy Cunningham of Morpeth up in lane 8. However, City of Leeds swimmer Nell Williams down in lane 1. Very stealthy down there, but she's absolutely coming back on this last 25. Don't know that she's going to quite catch up with Daisy Cunningham, but a cracking finish in this heat nonetheless for her. I'll get the times in just a moment for you, but what a brilliant finish there. Daisy Cunningham 2:59.33. Nell Williams 3 minutes on the nose, 7:3. And the third in the end, Cecilia Linton 3:01.87. Exciting heat there of the 200 metre breaststroke. Some really great racing from those outside lanes. Daisy Cunningham snatching the win, 2:59.33. So, heat number 3, 200 metre breaststroke, 0. Rihanna Foster, South Holder, 1. Emily Oliver of the Borough of Kirklees, 2. Libby Freeman of Morpeth, 3. Sophia Quinnell of York City, 4. Sasha Long, City of Leeds, 5. Abigail Hield of the City of Leeds also, and 6. Anna Finley of Gateshead and Wickham, 8. Mariella Bizimu Butland of Derwenside, and 9. Anna Ashcroft, the City of Leeds. So it is Libby Freeman of Morpeth at the 50 metre mark. A white striped hat, always really noticeable, that hat. Not many clubs having a colour blend on their hat. Always good because you can always pick them out. So Libby Freeman stretching away there and in control. 12-year-old swimmer from Morpeth. Cover lane 0, Rihanna Foster, South Holder. In 0, and also up in 8, Mariella Bizimu Batland from Derwenside. Looking to track Libby Freeman down. So 100 metres, 1:20.38. There is a line of 3 swimmers in lane 9, lane 8 and lane 5, I believe it is. So jostling for that second place. It's the Morpeth swimmer in lane 2, Libby Freeman. Her entry time 3:02. I'm sure she'll be wanting to duck under that 3-minute mark. Looking possible as well. Turning at 2:28. Absolutely looking in control, not phased by this at all. Great swim from her. Looking up though in lane 9, lane 8 and lane 5 as well. Anna Ashcroft, City of Leeds. 11 years of age up there in lane number 9. There we are. Finished for Libby Freeman. Commanded that one from the start. 2:49.75. Lane 8, Mariella Bull. Apologies, Bizimu Butland. Just looking at the abbreviation on the board threw me a bit there. 2:55.83. Taking that a second. Great swim from her. And Anna Ashcroft. 2:56, I believe, 05. So there's your start list for the next heat, which is heat number 4. So heat number 4 in the water, lane 0. Jessica Morn with Valley, lane 1. Charlotte Tingle back in the pool from Rotherham Metro. Sharp turnaround for Charlotte from the last race that she swam. Lane 2, Olivia Martin, Scunthorpe. In 3, Millie Bosbyer, Middlesbrough. 4, Hannah Redshaw, Middlesbrough. In 5, Misha Comrie of City of Leeds. 6, Evie Palmer-Jones of Richmond Dale. 8, Erin Russell of Derwenside. And in 9, Abby Harris of Kingston upon Hull. So an absolute glutton for punishment, some of these ladies in here. So I think fantastic turnaround, some having swum the 800 metres already this morning. And then the only gap between that being the 100 metre breaststroke, so showing some real stamina and endurance for these swimmers to come in and I'm sure perform incredibly well in this 200 metre breaststroke. Charlotte Tingle being one of those in lane 1. Coming in, Olivia Martin, 1:23.22, Misha Comrie and Abby Harris. So breaking away a little is lane number 2, Olivia Martin of Scunthorpe. The green hat just coming away from the wall now. Second, difficult to split between lane 8, who is Erin Russell from Derwenside, and lane number 5, Misha Comrie of the City of Leeds. But coming back very strong in lane number 4, Hannah Redshaw of Middlesbrough, and also lane number 9, Abby Harris of Kingston upon Hull. The 4 of them, 2 turning now, the other 2 turning about a second behind them, 1-3 I think, looking at the splits. But this will change, I'm sure. Hannah Redshaw, stroke by stroke, really hunting down Misha Comrie, City of Leeds, in lane number 5. But down in 2, Olivia Martin of Scunthorpe. She is powering away with this one. And very smooth, good stroke rate. Great execution of this 200 metres by Olivia Martin. Fantastic finish as well, looking in control. 2:49.34. Erin Russell top of the page, 2:52.54, and Misha Comrie back in the centre of the pool. Lane number 5 coming in third, 2:52.97.
Your 2 swimmers are displayed on the scoreboard in the elite one in the women's open 400 metres individual medley, and in the
So heat number 5 in the pool. Number 5 of 9 heats. The heats of the 200 metre breaststroke, which is great stuff at these age groups. Lane 0, India Bryant Chesters, Ted Castor. 1, Jodie McGreevy, City of Leeds. 2, Amelia Smith, Rotherham Metro. 3, Jasmine Ball, Borough of Barnsley. 4, Naomi Parker, Gateshead and Wickham. 5, Ellie Horton, also of Gateshead and Wickham. 6, Holly McDonald, City of Leeds. 8, Catherine Bell of Tynemouth. And 9, Alexa Page of Newcastle.
don't forget to the presentation table for all your medals is situated in the centre of the 50-metre pool next to the boom. And your medals here are being presented by Chris Bland, the president of the Yorkshire Swimming Association, and Stuart Walker, the president of the North East Region Swimming Association. So please go across, go and meet the two presidents and receive your medals for your achievements.
So just coming down on this third to last length. Now it's the final 50. It's Naomi Parker, 2:06.36. Amelia Smith, Ellie Horton, just jostling for that second and third. Looking like it's going to be, though, Amelia Smith, Rotherham Metro. Turning away from the wall, the situation very similar. Hannah Redshaw, Middlesbrough, followed by Misha Conway, City of Leeds, and Olivia Martin of Scunthorpe. It is Naomi Parker, 2:51.92, Ellie Horton, 2:52.91, and Amelia Smith, 2:53.02 for her. So heat number 6 of this one now underway. In 0, Jessica Riley, Harrogate 1, Elif Selake of Gateshead and Wickham, 2, Martha Callaghan of City of Leeds, 3, Madison Johnson of Doncaster Darts, 4, Sarah Hedges of Grimsby, 5, Charlotte Kenneth of Skipton, 6, Charlotte Clark of the City of Leeds, 8, Georgia Robertson of the City of Sheffield, and in 9, Megan Cairns of Middlesbrough. So breaking away. As you can see, just coming under the flags there, lane number 4, Jessie Finley, City of Sheffield. Oh, apologies, I'm reading from my wrong heat sheet here on my bit of paper, so apologies there, jumped ahead of myself. I did think it was a bit strange where I saw a blue hat in lane number 4, so Sarah Hedges of Grimsby, of course, in that turquoise blue. Lane number 1, Elif Selake, Gateshead and Wickham up there as well. And indeed a red Sheffield hat up in lane number 8, Georgia Robertson. As we can see, really just powering through, taking that Grimsby swimmer with her. Who's going to grab this one on the touch? We'll see when the splits come up. Georgia Robertson up in 8, 1:22.53. Sarah Hedges 1:6 behind. Elif Selake in third up to this point.
Event number 303.
So it's penultimate turn. Lane number 8, Georgia Robertson, City of Sheffield, that red hat. Lane number 4, centre of the pool second, Sarah Hedges, Grimsby Aquatics, and lane 2, Martha Callaghan, City of Leeds. Very strong. So Georgia Robertson, City of Sheffield. She will likely take this. The Grimsby Aquatics swimmer Sarah Hedges really pushing back in that last 15 metres. Georgia Robertson takes it, 2:53.5. Sarah Hedges, 2:50.88. And Edith Selike, 2:52.51. Mencken Cairns taking fourth up in the top lane, lane 9, 2:55.2. Number 7 underway. 0 Penny Hobson, Borough of Kirklees. 1 Martha Everett, City of Leeds. 2 Georgia Lee of the Borough of Barnsley. 3 Edith Hodgson of the Borough of Kirklees. In 4 Jessie Finley of City of Sheffield. 5 Katie Stobbs of Tynemouth. 6 Cassia Rickelson of the City of Leeds. In 8 Jennifer Law of Harrogate. And in 9 Bethan Palfreyman of Middlesbrough.
In the entry pool, on to number 7 of the girls, breaststroke. And in the open pool, number 2 of the men,
So turning first, 36.54, Georgia Lee, Katie Stobbs and Palfreyman, topping out the 1, 2, 3. Georgia Lee in lane 2, of Barnsley. Just trying to pull away from those centre lanes, and lane 0, Penny Hobson, Borough of Kirklees. But up in lane 9, and a great race at this point is Bethan Palfreyman of Middlesbrough. Just see as they come under the flags, neck and neck with lane number 2, Georgia Lee of the Borough of Barnsley. 1:19.98. Bethan Palfreyman, top of your screens, takes that touch. 0.01 of a second behind Georgia Lee, so you can really see how close it is. And also Penny Hobson as well there. Those top 3 ladies, but not to forget to mention, I should say, lane number 5, Katie Stobbs, Tynemouth. She's coming up into that front pack as well. We will see what happens over this last 75 or so metres. But absolutely having a stormer is Bethan Palfreyman, Middlesbrough. Just pulling away now. We'll see just how much as they come under the flags. About a body length or so. Really done some great work on that last 50 metres. I mean, they were 0.01 of a second. She's increased that by half a second now. 0.62 away from Penny Hobson. Georgia Lee dropping back into that 3rd spot. Only a second splitting them. But great work from Bethan Palfreyman of Middlesbrough. So has lane 0, Penny Hobson, Borough of Kirklees, has she got anything left in the tank to challenge lane number 9, Bethan Palfreyman? It's a battle of the outside lanes here as we come down. Unless lanes 4 or lane 2 can pull something out the bag as well. Georgia Lee and Jessie Finley in those middle lanes, but also lane 8, Jennifer Law. Coming under the flags though, neck and neck. Both of them, Penny Hobson and also Bethan Palfreyman. Who's going to get that touch? Just waiting for the times there. There will be a bit of an adjustment, I'm sure. Bethan's time hasn't popped in yet. So just waiting for that. So Bethan Palfreyman taking that one, I think, looking at the times. Numbers haven't changed quite yet, so we're just waiting for some bits and pieces to jiggle about there. But 2:47.32, Bethan Palfreyman, Penny Hobson, 2:47.38, and Georgia Lee, 2:50.38. That was a cracking finish from those outside lanes. So we have the penultimate heat. Start list up on your screen. Getting a few names becoming very familiar. Olivia Hidiat, lane 6. Sienna Hoshing, Celia leads as well. Molly Green. So we're underway. Quite a deep start from lane 0. Daisy Crawpar, City of Sheffield, but make the most of it, absolutely. She was absolutely flying out of that start. Really anyone's game for that touch on that turn. Very quick over the top of the water, the City of Sheffield swimmer. At the bottom of the screen in the red hat that you can see there, Daisy Crawpar, but also lane number 4, centre of the pool, Hermione Rose, City of Bradford, someone who swam numerous times over the last day or so. She turns there, 34.92, Olivia Hidiat, lane 6, and Jenna Dougal, lane number 3. Just second and third at the moment. Great turn from lane number 3. Really changing those positions around, but City of Sheffield swimmer down at the bottom of the screen in lane 0. Really going with them. As they turn into this third part of this 200 breaststroke. So 100 metre mark, 1:15.43. Just need to see who can make the most of those turns. Good underwater phase, making sure the right number of strokes before you come up. Some swimmers may be a little bit more efficient over the top of the water, some wanting to make the most of that underwater phase. So lane number 4, Hermione Rose, City of Bradford at the moment. Just keeping those strokes long and strong. So turning at the 150 mark. There's this penultimate 25. Being followed very closely by lane number 3, Jenna Dougal, Derwent's side. And it is really anyone's game for that third spot, but it's looking like lane number 5 at this point, Rebecca Dunn, City of Leeds, really picked up the pace. So Hermione Rose, City of Bradford, Jenna Dougal, Derwent's side, and Rebecca Dunn just coming in now. Their time's looking like 2:38.21. Hermione Rose, just outside her entry time, but a great swim. Very strong. Jenna Dougal, 2:40.15, just inside her entry time. That's looking good from her. Rebecca Dunn, 2:42.38 as well. So strong swimming there. Tough event, the 200 metre breaststroke. It really is. As we move on to the final heat, which is heat number 9. So away in this one, lane 0, Emma Finley, Gateshead and Wickham. 1, Amelia Simpson, Chesterless Street. In 2, Henrietta Richardson from Grimsby Aquatics. 3, Leah Schlosslen of the City of Leeds. 4, Violet Harefield of Middlesbrough. 5, Charlotte Bianchi of the City of Sheffield. 6, Amy Hughes, City of Sheffield. And in 8, Matilda Newson of Grimsby Aquatics. So lane number 5 at the 100 metre mark. City of Sheffield swimmer Charlotte Bianchi, 1:19.73. Storming away, 2 seconds clear of her nearest rival at this point. We'll see if that changes at the next turn. looking as though lane number 3 really getting some ground back. Leah Schlossland, City of Leeds, in that yellow cap. But going with her is lane number 4, Violet Herefield of Middlesbrough. Keeping very smooth, not wasting any energy at all. Not coming out the water too high. Lane number 5, great swimming from her. Looking at very smooth stroke. Coming out the turn, not wasting any time, making the absolute optimum of the turn. So Charlotte Bianchi, City of Sheffield currently in first. Violet Herefield and Leah Schlossland in those centre lanes. It's the Middlesbrough swimmer that's just edging out Leeds at the moment. So Violet Herefield, has she got enough in the tank to retain this just for these last 15 metres to ward off the City of Leeds swimmer in lane 3? The City of Leeds coming back really strong. Grimsby Aquatics down in 2 in the blue hat. This City of Leeds, great swim from Charlotte Bianchi, 2:45.11. What a great swim that is. Substantially under her entry as well. Great stuff. Violet Herefield, 2:48.60. Again, she's inside the entry time as well. Leah Schlossland, 2:46.10. Just outside for her, but what a great swim for these girls. Really strong field. Went out very fast. So absolutely great swimming. And there we are. That wraps up the final heat of the 200-metre breaststroke. Really forgot what we were swimming then. On this one, we move forward now to the boys 11 to 13 years, 400 metres individual medley. We have 3 heats of this one. This is heat number 1. So don't forget, do tweet us, hashtag #SwimNortheast, to see where you are tuning in from. So in this one we have lane 0, Samuel Antrobus, Borough of Stockton. Lane 1, Oliver Dodsworth, Chesterless Street. In 2, Luke Gilliver, Doncaster Darts. 3, Charles Simpson, Chesterless Street. 4, Courage Kodakar, City of Leeds. 5, Byron Peel, Borough of Stockton. 6, Daniel Jackson, Borough of Kirklees. 8, Nicholas Honeybone, Doncaster Darts. And in 9, Harry Senior of the City of Leeds. Absolutely great start for the 16 length of this 400 IM from lane number 2, Luke Gilliver, Doncaster Darts. Obviously very much enjoying making the most of this fly leg for him. Lane 0 as well, Samuel Antrobus, Borough of Stockton. So, still maintaining that lead as he did on the fly. Lane number 2, Luke Gilliver. But absolutely coming into his own on the backstroke. Lane 4, Courage Kodakar, City of Leeds. Coming back there as well. You can really see how that space is closed up between Luke Gilliver and Courage Kodakar. Always do enjoy watching the individual medley events because it's fascinating, the tactics, the preferences between strokes also, which do fundamentally change how these heats pan out, and also when they are raced in finals, of course not here, but you do see how these things change. Very psychological how a different swimmer will go off faster, perhaps say on a preferred stroke. So you've got to make sure that if it's not yours, it's not your preferred option, still keep powering because you will get that ground back. So lane number 2, Luke Gilliver doing just that. He is powering forward. However, lanes 4 and 5 have come back. Kowash Kodakar, City of Leeds, and Byron Peel, Borough of Stockton, both of whom really made some ground on that backstroke. Breaststroke always separates a few as well. And they are gaining the ground on Luke Gilliver. Great first part of the race for Luke. Kowash Kodakar and Byron. So it is Kowash Kodakar just turning now, 0.55 splitting them, so he is really gaining that ground. So as we can see here, lane number 4, Kowash Kodakar, really changing things up. He's now pushing forward, but also going with Kowash is Byron Peel of the Borough of Stockton in the white hat to his right. You can see he's aware of it as well. So I believe they've got 2 more lengths. It is the penultimate turn. 451.21, 0.23 splitting these two. This is going to be a fight right to the wall. So stroke for stroke. A little bit quicker stroke rate from lane 4, but nothing really splitting them. Looking very smooth though from lane number 5. I think turning, it's going to be Byron Peel, Borough of Stockton, that takes this one. Very well paced, I have to say. Making sure he can absolutely power away on the front court, which is exactly what he's doing here. Coming under the 15-metre mark. Look at him coming in now. Brilliant. What a great finish that was from him. Byron Peel, 13 years old, Borough of Stockton swimmer. Second, Kowash Kodakar, City of Leeds. And second, Luke Gilliver, Doncaster Darts. A great 400 IM from all of them in the pool. But, I mean, specifically those first 3 swimmers, they've really shown some strength. Going out very strong. Byron Peel 5:26.57, Kowash Kodakar 5:28.37, and Luke Gilliver 5:31.32. Start list for Heat 2 is up on the screen for you. Of course, no lane 7. Underway with heat number 2, lane 0, Benjamin Rogers, Borough of Stockton. 1, Jack Ridley of AFS Hartlepool. 2, William Morris of Middlesbrough. 3, Henry Firth of the City of Leeds. 4, James Robinson of the City of Leeds. 5, Morgan Swells of Derwenside. 6, Luke Clegg of the Borough of Kirklees. 8, Benjamin Cross of the City of Sheffield. And 9, Thomas Wilkinson of the City of Sheffield. lane number 3. This throws me having a lane 0. Lane number 3. Henry Firth, City of Leeds. Currently just taking that middle pack, lanes 3, 4 and 5. So it's 3, 5 and 4 the order at the moment. Henry Firth, Morgan Swells, James Robinson. Then you've got the pack either side, 6, 2 and 1. Jack Ridley, William Morris and Luke Clegg. Not letting them have it all their own way. So Henry Firth, 148.43.
And in the 13 years, the bronze medal goes to Rebecca Flynn from the City of Leeds. Silver to Gemma Douglas from Burnside. And the gold medal goes to Hannah Muir from the City of Bradford.
So stretching away into this backstroke leg. Henry Firth, City of Leeds, just turning onto the breaststroke. Look how this is closed up. Morgan Swells turning first. They're on the first 50 of the breaststroke. And the 100 metres, of course, that comprises the 400. 3:13.19. Going forward is an absolute set of 3. So Morgan Swells, Derwent side, in that black cap, run by James Robinson, City of Leeds. Across the pool. Seeing them turn onto the front crawl now, so 4 lengths to the front crawl to go. So it'll be a case to see, as always, who has got what left. How have they paced it? Made sure they've gone out with the right pace, right strategy. So lane number 5, Morgan Swells, made a good change of pace during the breaststroke, caught the field, extended into the lead. Can he hang on to that now? So lane number 4, James Robinson, City of Leeds also going with him. Lane 3 dropping back a little, Henry Firth. Lane 6 also catching up with lane 3. Lane 6 is Luke Clegg, of course, Borough of Kirklees. A great battle going on between 4 and 5. James Robinson and Morgan Swells. Morgan Swells turning there. Great turn from him, really extending away on that lead. The yellow hat, the City of Leeds from James Robinson, just trying to track him down. Out of the turn, City of Leeds from it is gaining a little bit of ground, but he hasn't got the space to do it. It is going to be lane number 5, Morgan Swells, Derwent side. 5:08.36, his entry time 5:20.4. I expect that his team and himself, of course, and coach will be very pleased with that. 5:08.36, James Robinson 5:10.67. Inside his entry time as well, and Henry Firth 5:14.3. Yeah, top 3 within their entry times. Great stuff in this second heat of the boys 400 metres individual medley. We should move forward shortly to heat number 3.
We now move on to heat number 4 of the women's 100 backstroke in the steam open pool, and we're on to heat 2 of the...
So underway with heat number 3. And this is, of course, the final heat of the 400 IM. In lane 0, Elliot Watkins, City of Leeds. In 1, Lucas Waligora of Harrogate. In 2, Thomas McDermott of Middlesbrough. 3, Cameron Green of the City of Bradford. 4, William Baines of the Borough of Stockton. 5, Matthew Cairns of Durham City. In 6, Curtis Harper of the City of Sheffield. 8, Dominic Mathias of the City of Leeds. And in 9, Harrison Nyland of Rotherham Metro. So it is lane 4. William Baines, Cameron Green and Matthew Cairns taking the centre lanes of this pool. Again, boys that have just come out the pool. 400 IM straight after. Really impressive from these swimmers. Having swum relatively recently, coming in for definitely not an easy event. The 400, not that any event is easy by any chance when you're racing at this level, but 400 metres IM certainly is gruelling, and these lads that are in this heat have certainly shown that they are not messing around. Lane number 4, William Baines at this point stretching away. Lane 5 following though, Matthew Cairns. And then of course, not to be forgotten, Cameron Green. We saw in breaststroke, very strong.
We now move on to heat 5 of 6 in the women's 100 metres backstroke, and your athletes are as listed on the scoreboard. We have the finalists for men's 100 metres butterfly. Jackie and the finals from E3. Simon Tillman from City of Sheffield, Jack Pearce from City of Sheffield, Cameron Clark, City of Sheffield, Daniel Morley from Derwentide, Paul Young from City of Sheffield, Robert Burton, Sheffield, Ned Jack from Sitton, Aidan Brown of Borough of Stockton, and Connor Neal from Rotherham. They are your finalists for the men's open 100 metre butterfly. And your first reserve is Lewis Maxwell from Derwentide.
So turning there, William Baines, 2:59.69. Matthew Cairns in the second 50 of the breaststroke. Very dominant swim from William Baines. Matthew Cairns for that matter, but William Baines especially at this point, seeing leading out in front. About 3 to 4 body lengths as he goes to turn onto the front crawl of this 400 IM, lane 5. Second, Matthew Cairns, Durham City. And there will be a little bit of a battle, I'm sure, between lane 3 and lane 6. So lane 3, Cameron Green, City of Bradford, Curtis Harper. Another swimmer that we've spoken about a few times over the last day or so. They're absolutely dominating in lane number 4. It's looking like he's really enjoying it in lane number 4. William Baines, Borough of Stockton. Doesn't look like he's swum 400 metres. Absolutely in control. Lane number 5 just turning now. Matthew Cairns, Durham City. Looking comfortable to take that second, unless the two just turning in 6 and 3 can do anything about it. Cameron Green and Curtis Harper in those 2 lanes. Sheffield and Bradford. And it's going to be lane 4. What a finish that is. William Baines, Borough of Stockton, taking that one for 46.42. Inside his entry time as well. Great swim from him. Lane 5 going to touch in. What time's he going to get? They're looking at a 4:57.86. Again, another improvement on entry for him. Lane 3, Curtis Harper, 4:59.7. So again, nearly 9.5, 10 seconds under his entry time for Curtis Harper. So that brings us to the end of the 400 metre IM. So shortening the distance somewhat. Going over to the girls, we look at the girls 11 to 13 years on 100 metre freestyle. Just giving the referee the opportunity to check a couple of bits whilst they get the first heat of the girls 100 metre freestyle up on the blocks. Lane 3, Hannah Finley, Gateshead and Wickham, 4 Molly Baker, Cydia Sheffield, 5 Kate Kennedy of Morpeth, and 6 Misha Conroy of the City of Leeds in this 100 metre freestyle. These will no doubt come thick and fast. There are 9 of them, 9 heats in this one. So it is Morpeth swimmer, lane number 5 in that red and white hat. But Gateshead and Wickham, Hannah Finley, not letting her away too far at all. Also lane number 4, Molly Baker, all going together. 109s across the board, these ladies. And there is 0.7 of a second splitting them. So as we'd expect, coming down to this final 15 metres, they are looking pretty tight across the field. But Morpeth swimmer Kate Kennedy really pushing away. And she is going to touch in first. 5:43. Here's Kate Kennedy, followed by Molly Baker, followed by Anna Finley. Just waiting for the confirmation of some time. I think it's 1:07.29 for Kate Kennedy. It is 1:07.43 for Molly Baker. And third, Anna Finley, 1:08.1. So as expected, underway thick and fast with heat number 2. 0, Olivia Phelan, Doncaster Darts. 1, Lauren Heppel of Chesterland Street. 2, Phoebe Bland of Newcastle. 3, Lily Mae Pratt of Skipton. 4, Cassia Rickleton of the City of Leeds. 5, Helena Wyness of the City of Sunderland. 6, Emily Headley of Tynemouth. 8, Lucy Wood of Grimsby. And in 9, Ella Calverley of Doncaster Darts. Finishing up that first 100 metres, it is Lily Mae Pratt, lane number 3, 1:04.59. In 2, second place I should say, not in 2. In second place, lane 8, Lucy Wood, 1:05.91. And Emily Headley, 1:06.05, I believe, on that one. We should be bringing you graphics very shortly, just with those times on. On to heat number 3. Full complement here, bar lane 7. So in 0, Holly Stoker of the City of Sunderland. 1, Emily Oliver, Borough of Kirklees. 2, Isla Jones of the City of Sheffield. 3, Charlotte Bianchi, also of the City of Sheffield. 4, Anna Ashcroft, City of Leeds. 5, Olivia Hidiat, City of Leeds. 6, Violet Harefield, Middlesbrough. In 8, Esma Ovinston of Richmond Dale. And in 9, Mariella Bizimu Butland of Derwenside. Mariella Midzimu-Butland up in 9, really taking this first 50 in her stride. Looking very smooth, very in control. Lane 2 though breaking as well. Isla Jones, City of Sheffield in that red cap. This is where we see things really come back together. If anyone's taken a bit of an early lead, can Mariella Midzimu-Butland hold on to this? She's made a great start up in lane 9. Question is whether the two hats, the yellow City of lead swimmers in the middle of the pool, I believe it's Anna Ashcroft and Olivia Hidiat. Can they do anything about Mariella Midzimu-Butland? I don't think they're going to be able to. Great swim from her in lane 9, the outside lane. I believe that is a 102.95. Cracking swim. Well done to her. Olivia Hidiat, centre of the pool, taking it from Leeds, and then actually lane number 2, I believe, Isla Jones just pinching that third for the City of Sheffield. Very interesting 1, 2, 3 in that one. Not as expected at all when these were all spearheaded. It's great to see those outside lanes really making waves, if you pardon the pun, to get to the top of that heat. Here we are, back with you with the graphics with heat number 4. There's your start list. Underway with heat number 4 in lane 0, Megan Sharp, City of Leeds in 1, Gracie Shepherd, City of Sheffield in 2, Ariana Stokes of Tynemouth, 3, Beth Endicott of Team Jorvik, 4, Kira Shaw of Team Jorvik, 5, Louise Emma Williams of Middlesbrough in 6, Libby Walker of Tadcaster, 8, Ashley Bailey of City of Sheffield, and in 9, Sophie Bromley of the City of Sheffield. So the two City of Sheffield swimmers at the top of the pool. Team Steel, of course, powering away. Also at the bottom of the pool, their teammate in the form of Grace Shepherd going with them as well, but it is going to be turning first. Ashley Bailey coming into this last 25 metres, 20 metres or so now as they pass under that rope. And it's going to be, what a great swim from lane number 8, really stretching away Ashley Bailey, City of Sheffield. Are they going to do a 1, 2, 3 in this heat, Sheffield? I don't think. Is she going to upset it in lane 3? Let's have a look. It is a Sheffield 1, 2 and 3. Ashley Bailey, City of Sheffield, 102.17. Second, Sophie Bromley, City of Sheffield, 102.94. And third, Gracie Shepherd, 104.53 to complete the 1, 2, 3 for Sheffield in that heat. Absolutely great work. So heat number 5 of 9 for this 100 metre freestyle. So unfortunately, a start, I believe, so playing swimmers back. So we'll just wait for a little moment to reset that one. A lot of pressure on these swimmers, really important in venue as well. It's quite bustly, of course. So really important for everyone to keep really focused. Absolutely don't need distractions at the start. So just popping in the Open Championship pool, if you can hear the whistling on the live stream and wonder what's happening. We'll be underway with this heat very shortly, which is heat number 5.
Number 6 of the men's development metre breaststroke in the open pool, and our athletes are listed on the scoreboard.
So just a few quick resets and bits and pieces that the officials have to do. Can be a little bit difficult, obviously, where once you start a heat with the electronic timing, pull things back. Just wanting to make sure everything is buttoned down as it should be. So we're now underway with this heat number 5. 0, Tabitha Browning of Tadcaster. 2, Kay Fenton of Skipton. 3, Madison Johnson, Doncaster Darts. 4, Freya Johnson of City of Leeds. 5, Isla Williams of the City of Leeds. 6, Louisa Ibbison of Harrogate. 8, Sienna Hoshing of the City of Leeds. And in 9, Jennifer Law of Harrogate. So turning in to this last 25, you absolutely blink and miss these 100 metres, absolutely storming these girls. So let's have a quick look. We're looking at lane 5, I think, coming in underneath this last 15 metres, followed by lane number 2. Let's see what times we've got. So lane number 5, Isla Williams, City of Leeds, 102.83, Kay Fenton 103.46, and Madison Johnson 103.84 for that top 3. So heat number 6 in lane 0, Ellie Dibb of City of Leeds. 2, Macy Yoxall, Borough of Barnsley. 3, Iona Logan of the City of Leeds. 4, Libby Mundy of Grimsby Aquatics. 5, Annabelle Cooper of Weir Valley. 6, Jasmine Campbell of Newcastle. 8, Iris Burnett of Scunthorpe. And in 9, Neve Carroll of Leeds. And it is an absolutely storming start from Macy Yoxall into body length or so up at this point, just before we come into that turn. 5 metres to go before the final turn, and it is going to be Macy Yoxall up in 8 though. Don't discount Iris Burnett, Scunthorpe, absolutely powering down that turn in the green hat just at the top of your screen. Don't think she's got quite enough to catch Macy Yoxall, Borough of Barnsley. Absolutely storming swim from her. There we are, brilliant swim. Just wait on those times. Macy Yoxall 102.02. Iris Burnett, those numbers should jiggle around in a second. Iris Burnett 103 on the nose, and third Jasmine Campbell 103.77. Looking great from those girls. That start from Macy Yoxall, fantastic stuff. Dominated right from the beginning and rightly took that in a 62.02. So underway with heat number 7 of 9. Daisy Quill-Parr, City of Sheffield goes in 0. Madison Peveler, Derwenside in 1. Lane 2, Jolie McGreevy, City of Leeds. 3, Pearl Lightwood of Middlesbrough. 4, Agatha Scott of Harrogate. 5, Una Gregory of York City. 6, Beth Hall of Grimsby. 8, Molly Fisher of Rotherham. And in 9, Leah Schlosslen of the City of Leeds. And it is lane number 1, it looks like, at this point. Madison Peveler, Derwenside. Not messing around at all, looking very good as she comes down this third 25 metres. It is those centre lanes, just gunning for it as well. Lanes 3 and lanes 4. Must be even lane number 5, the orange hat of the York City swimmer Una Gregory. Pearl Lightwood and Agatha Scott also. So it's lane number 4, Agatha Scott from Harrogate, but lane number 1 not giving up at all, Madison Peveler, Derwenside. Is she going to snatch it? I don't think she is. Agatha Scott takes it, 61 on the nose. Madison Peveler, 61.28, 0.28 splitting those two at the end. Pearl Lightwood, 102.15 to top off that. 1, 2, 3. Got some great swim. Beth Hall up in lane number 6, taking the 4th position, 102.16. Alongside Daisy Krill-Parr, actually at the bottom of the screen, just seen that. Spot on times for those two, down in lane 0 and lane number 6. So move on to heat number 8. Underway with this penultimate heat. Lane 0, Evie Dilley, Middlesbrough. In 1, Laura Hodgson of Newcastle. 2, Laura Thompson, City of Leeds. 3, Isabel Hextall of Kingston upon Hull. 4, Hermione Rowe of the City of Bradford. 5, Millie Foster of Chester Street. 6, Melissa Morehouse of the City of Leeds. 8, Annabelle Wilkinson of the City of Sheffield. And 9, Lola Morales of Tynemouth. So coming down this final 15 metres, head down from lane number 4, Hermione Rowe. But lane 0 as well, absolutely firing home. Oh, just about. Hermione Rowe, 59, dipping under that 1 minute mark, as well as Evie Dilley. 0.09 of a second. Hermione Rowe, 59.79. Evie Dilley, 59.88. And taking the third, Millie Foster, 60.89. Which moves us promptly on to the final heat. And there is your start list for heat number 9. So a slightly smaller field due to the adjustments with lane number 7 being out of action for the age groups. So lane 0, Megan Caldwell, Tyndale. 1, Sasha Long, City of Leeds. 2, Laura Burgess of Darlington. In 3, Lauren Smith, City of Leeds. 4, Ellie Horton, Gateshead and Wickham. 5, Charlotte Clark, City of Leeds. And in 6, India Bryant Chesters of Tadcaster. So quite convincingly at this 50 metre stage, Ellie Horton, 29.7. Absolutely steaming along. From Gateshead and Wickham in that centre lane, followed in lane 3 by Lauren Smith, City of Leeds. Those yellow hats once again. Great turnout from those City of Leeds swimmers. Really great attendance generally, but lane 4 taking it, Ellie Horton. Lauren Smith, 104.21. And down in lane 0, Megan Caldwell, 64.57 to take that third place. Great swims from them. So move to the 200 metre freestyle. But as mentioned there, great turnout for these age group championships. It's really nice to see in the pool hall the commitment from families, supporters and bits and pieces. It's really lovely to see. Really giving these swimmers a great atmosphere to swim these times in, especially in the age groups. All important. Getting used to that pressure. As I'm sure quite a few of these names will become more and more familiar in the next few years. Certainly recognising some myself from working as part of the British Championships and the Summer Championships. It's really nice to see these swimmers coming through the ranks and doing so well. So we're underway with heat number 1. The boys 11 to 13 years, 200 metre freestyle. Obviously 8 lengths of the pool this one. On the short course. Lane 0, Jack McCullen, Borough of Kirklees. 1, Isaac Bouchan, Middlesbrough. 2, Joshua McCollin, Kingston upon Hull. 3 Louis Cass of Borough of Kirklees, 4 Theodore Rosenberg of the City of Leeds, 5 Charles Simpson of Chester Le Street, 6 Maximus Murray of Gateshead and Wickham, and in 8 Isaac Rowland of the Borough of Stockton. So 6 heats of this 200 metre freestyle. Swimmers will no doubt split this one down into 50s, seeing how they want to go out, start off a little bit slower, go out faster, establish their position in the heat. 200s always make for really interesting watching. It is looking as though lane 3 and lane 1, Isaac Bouchan, Middlesbrough, and Louis Cass, Borough of Kirklees, going out with this one, but also just on that turn really coming back. Lane 6 and lane number 5, Charles Simpson and Maximus Murray, Chester Le Street and Gateshead and Wickham, just edging them out at this point, moving forward. So, lane number 5, just edging lane number 6 out. That's Charles Simpson. Currently sitting in first. Maximus Murray, Gateshead and Wickham, currently sitting in second. And it will be Charles Simpson, Maximus Murray and Isaac Bouchan taking that 1-2-3. Charles taking that in 2:27.95. So we go with heat number 2. In 0, Alexandria Lazar, City of Sunderland. 1, Oliver Dodsworth, Chester Le Street. 2, Alex Boyer of Darlington. 3, Finn Ripley, Borough of Stockton. 4, Korosh Kodakar, City of Leeds. 5, Samuel Antrobus, Borough of Stockton. 6, Daniel Barrett of Gateshead and Wickham. 8, Jacob Barnett of City of Sunderland, and 9, Lucas Jex of Grimsby Aquatics. So Samuel Antrobus turning first, 32.05, coming down this second 50 metres, if you like, of this 200 metre freestyle. So, lane number 5, Borough of Stockton swimmer Samuel Antrobus, 1:08.43. Daniel Barrett, Finn Ripley following in second and third. But look at that pack in the centre of the pool. Really could go any which way there between lanes 3, lanes 4 and lane 6, but not to discount lane 2 either. But also up in lane 8 and lane 0. Always difficult from those outside lanes to keep an eye on the competition, to really keep yourself in there, to being in the centre of the pool. Competitors either side. Lane 5 really looking to make the most of that, really stretching into clean water now, Samuel Antrobus. They're absolutely not messing around, but lanes 4, lane 3 and lane 6 pretty much coming together now, showing that the different paces and strategies are moving forward. Finn Ripley, Borough of Stockton, Korosh Kodakar, City of Leeds in those 2 centre lanes, but also up in lane number 6, Daniel Barrett, Gateshead and Wickham. He's up in second at the moment. But he's being chased down by the two in lane 4 and lane 3, but 5 will come in and take it. It's going to be lane 6 for second, and who's going to take that third? It's going to be right to the wall. It's going to be lane number 3, Finn Ripley, who takes that. So Tommy Antrobus 222.35. That would have been a very fast 200 metres. Daniel Barrett in second, 225.26, and Finn Ripley 226.32. Gosh, Kodakar 226.67. Just shows how close they were right up until that finish. So move on to heat number 3.
We now move to heat number 3 in the midfield tour of the bottom 2 of the women's freestyle. We have your finalists for the women's 100 metre breaststroke. Dolly from the borough of Stockton, Abigail McCauley from Burnside, Hannah Fraser from Newcastle.
So heat number 3. This boys 200 metre freestyle. Henry Cornforth turning first there, 30.78. Henry Cornforth going in lane 0 from Whitby in 1. Joseph Moment of Scarborough. 2. Luke Gilliver of Doncaster Darts. 3. Callum Broadhead also of Doncaster Darts. 4. Billy Greenacre, Kingston upon Hull. 5. Shay Wood of AFS Hartlepool. 6. Max Russell City of Sheffield. 8. Henry Baines, Borough of Stockton. And 9. Jamie Hay of the Borough of Kirklees. But looking at this, Henry Cornforth of Whitby, 5.5.02 as he turns there on the 100. Looking smooth. Absolutely all composed and all together for this. Looking great out in lane 0. Needed to see a lead from the outside lanes like that so early on. Absolutely fantastic work from him. Interesting to see the dynamic of that on the rest of the heat as well. Of course, these heats are spearheaded, so the centre lanes, lanes 4, 3 and 5 will theoretically naturally push to the front, but of course that's not to say that you've got the outside lanes absolutely gunning for some improvements on their times as well, so it really can be some entertaining swimming to watch. And absolutely lane 0 upsetting the apple cart in this one. Great news for him from Whitby, Henry Cornforth. Can he keep hold of that? That is the question till the end of this. Coming into the last 25, it is that middle section, as we'd expect, to start powering forward. So looking at this, can he keep into that top 3? Don't know whether he's going to manage it, but a great swim from him nonetheless. Lane number 3 is going to take it. Callum Broadhead 2:16.43, Max Russell 2:17.4, Shay Wood 2:17.65. Just to look at Henry Cornforth, actually, his time 2:24 on the nose, knocked 5 seconds spot on off that one. So 2:19 on the nose for him now. So great work for the top 3. Also Henry Cornforth, one to mention there. Great swim from him right from the start to improve on his entry time as we move on to heat number 4. So heat number 4 is underway. Lane 0, Jack Livingston of Morpeth. 1, Elliot Watkins, the City of Leeds. 2, Harvey Pennington, Skipton. 4, Cohen Stevenson, Doncaster Darts. 5, Benjamin Rogers, Borough of Stockton. 6, Thomas Maskell of Derwenside. 8, Toby Clarkson of Kingston upon Hull. 9, William Hannett of North Tyneside. So coming down this third 25. Turning first, lane number 4. That is Cohen Stevenson, Doncaster Darts. His entry time 2:14.32. But up in 6, Thomas Maskell, Derwent side, 2:15 entry time as well. But lane number 2, Harvey Pennington has skipped in. He's going very well. 50 metres to go in this one. 1:34, sorry, 10 is the time from Cohen Stevenson in the centre of the pool. But the question is, Harvey Pennington, Skipton, really kicking in now as well with lane number 6, Thomas Maskell of Derwent side. Can they catch him? Can they upset the apple cart? It looks like a battle between the second and third, so it's going to be a case of who takes that. I think first, conclusively, is going to be Cohen Stevenson, Doncaster Darts. Second, looking to go now to Harvey Pennington, and third going to lane number 6, Thomas Maskell of Derwent side. So we're away with this heat number 5 of the 200 metres freestyle. In lane 0, Dominic Mathias of the City of Leeds. 1, Luke McGee, City of Sunderland. 2, Harrison Neeland of Rotherham Metro. 3, William Baines of the Borough of Stockton. 4, Cameron Green, City of Bradford. 5, Curtis Harper, City of Sheffield. 6, Harry Courtney of Tyndale. 8, Alfie Maguire, City of Sunderland. And 9, Luke Booth of Rotherham Metro. So the 100 metre mark, it is Cameron Green. We know the name very well from this morning's competition. I think probably third event for him this morning. And certainly from these middle 3, William Baines, Curtis Harper, familiar set of 3. Performance absolutely not waning from these 3 at all. All 13 years of age. Cameron Green coming into the penultimate turn. William Baines really trying to catch Cameron Green now in lane number 4. Lane 5, Curtis Harper, City of Sheffield. Has he got something extra in the back pocket to give to this? So Cameron Green and Curtis Harper both turning pretty much simultaneously. It is going to be a fight right to this touch. Look at them both go now. But it is looking to be lane number 3, William Baines. It is going to be William Baines that takes it. Lane 3, followed by Cameron Green, City of Bradford, and Curtis Harper. So William Baines 2:01.44. Cameron Green 2:02.38. Curtis Harper 2:03.32. What a finish from the centre 3 there, especially after the other events swum today. Brilliant stuff. So underway with the final heat of this one. Lane 2, Samuel Smith. From Skipton, 3, Rio Dowdu, Cleethorpes, 4, George Knowles, Cydia Leeds, 5, Jack Jenkinson of Skipton, and in 6, Joshua Cusack Hughes of Doncaster Darts. So turning into the 75 to 100 metre leg of this 200 metre freestyle. It is the yellow hat of the City of Leeds swimmer George Knowles that's emerging at the front of the pack, but lane 5, Jack Jenkinson of Skipton following suit, and lane 6, Joshua Cusack Hughes, Doncaster Darts, not letting them out of his sight. Second battle going on between lane 3 and lane 2. You can see just in the corner of your screen there, but as we can see, City of Leeds swimmer George Knowles in that yellow hat, half a body length up at present. Turning into the third to last length of this one. This is where it all starts to change. This is where absolutely throw everything they've got at it. So lane number 4, George Knowles still commanding that lead, but eating into that half a body length or so lead that he had is Jack Jenkinson of Skipton. Lane number 6 sitting in third at the moment, Joshua Cusack Hughes, Doncaster Darts, as those two stretch away, maintaining that third position well. So, well, who's it going to be on this turn? Both going over pretty much neck and neck. Lane 4 still slightly ahead, Cydia Leeds, George Knowles. So the question is going to be, can lane number 5 do anything in this last 20 metres? Jack Jenkinson of Skipton absolutely powering through, but it looks like the City of Leeds swimmer George Knowles is going to keep hold of this one. Is he? Oh, dearie me. Jack Jenkinson went right in for the finish there. George Knowles not quite so much. He nearly lost that one, but he kept onto it. George Knowles 2:12.67. Jack Jenkinson 2:13.03. Great swim between these two, right to the finish. Shows how important that finishing segment is. Joshua Cusack Hughes, of course, third, 2:17.66. But great swim from George Knowles there, taking that one to finish up, of course, the 200 metre freestyle. So we now move on to the splash and dash 50 metre butterflies, as they're fondly named. Always exciting racing, the 50s. Difficult ones to call from a commentary perspective as well. So there's your start list for heat number 1. I won't try and get through the names. I'm sure no one will appreciate me trying to read them that quickly either. But looking great from the start here. Good start in lane number 1. That is Evie Burton, Sheffield City. But also up in lane number 8, Zoe Scott of Newcastle. She's coming in really well. And also is lane number 5, Macy Walton, Loftus Dolphins. Who's going to take the touch? It's Macy Walton, Loftus Dolphins, 34.99. Second, Zoe Scott, Newcastle, 35.44. Third, up at the bottom of your screens, lanes the other way around today, is Evie Warburton, taking that one from Sheffield City in third. So moving straight on to heat number 2. So full complement minus lane 7. Due to the issues with the boom in that lane. Could turn pretty much turning in a straight line, these ladies here. So who's going to emerge? Looking lane 4, looking very strong. Sinali Disanayake of the Borough of Stockton. But also up in lane 8, just sneaking ahead, Lucy Savage. Who's going to take this one? It is Lucy Savage, Doncaster Darts. She finishes in a time of 34.83. Second, Ruby Diamond, 35.15. And Megan Chu in lane 6, 35.39, finishing that one in third. So move on to heat 3 of 12. of the girls' 50-metre butterfly. Nice to see such a strong turnout for the 50s. And seeing them all be quite so close as well. Really focuses on the technicalities, your start, your finish, your turns. Making sure that everything is buttoned down. Because it will be those differences that can mean those split seconds between first and the rest of the field. Underway with heat 3 now. Great start from lane 0. Matilda Newson of Grimsby Aquatics in the turquoise hat. Great second 25 from her. Up in lane 8 as well though. Misha Comrie, City leads that yellow hat. It is going to be the Grimsby Aquatics when we're coming under the flags first. Who's going to take the touch? It is going to be Matilda Newson, 33.24. Misha Comrie, top of the screen, lane number 8. Taking that second place, 33.37. And Molly Baker, bang in the centre of the pool. In lane 4, 33.97. Start list there for heat number 4. This 50-metre butterfly.
We are now seeing team number 6 of 8 in the medley in the walking pool.
So underway with heat number 4.
Team number 4 of the girls 50 in the pool.
Great first 25 from lane 0 and lane number 3. Coming out just at the front. Absolutely stonking finish from Maddie Wilson. Apologies, Tia Stewart from Harrogate it is in fact. 32.35 takes that. Henrietta Richardson, Grimsby Aquatics taking second, 33.14, and Kay Fenton 33.36 to take the third in heat number 4. So heat 5, away in the water. An absolutely brilliant start from Mariella Bidzimu Butland, Derwent side. She has been dominating her heats today, taking a heat earlier on in her last heat that she swum. And I'm sure doing very well in the placements, but absolutely storming away with this 50-metre butterfly. Clear of the field, about half a body length up. Third, lane 3, it's going to take first. Third is going to, oh, it's at the top of the screen. It was split between 2 lanes there. Lane 5 taking second, Olivia Harper 32.87, and Lily May Pratt 32.98 up in lane 8 to take third. So we go with heat number 6 of this girls' 50-metre butterfly. Great turn from lane number 4. That is Evie Dilly of Middlesbrough. Absolutely powering away now. Really impressive to show that much clear water between her and the rest of the field. In lane number 4, she takes that comfortably. 31.01 in lane number 4. Evie Dilly taking first. Chloe Ward up in lane 9 second. 32.61. And Elizabeth Russell 32.72 in lane 5, taking the third for heat number 6. Someone's just turning down in that one. Referee, so not comfortable with something going on. So we'll just stand by for that one to be called back to the blocks. Someone's just relaxing for the moment. A slight technical difficulty just while we wait for this one. Always where these 50s come thick and fast, if there is a technical difficulty, it does feel like they take a little bit of time, but the officials doing a great job making sure it runs very smoothly. So just confirming starting equipment is functioning as it should be. And there we are. Ready to crack back on with heat number 7. So 7 in the water now. Lane number 3 going very well is Daisy Fowler, City of Sheffield, that red cap. It's who can do what on this last 25 metres. So up in lane number 8, teammate City of Sheffield from Sophie Bromley. Is she going to pinch it? I think she might, but then you've got lane 0 and lane 1 as well. Let's see. And it is, oh blimey, Sophie Bromley 32 on the nose. Lola Yoxall taking second, 32.19, and third ending up in lane 0. Wow, that one was a close one. 0.03 splitting second and third. 0.22 splitting 1, 2 and 3. So really showing that all those technical elements and keeping focus so important. So important on these 50s. So heat number 8 of 12 underway. So lane number 5 and 8 going incredibly well inside this last 15 metres. That's Megan Caldwell of Tyndale. Sorry, Jenna Dougal of Derwenside and Bethan Palfreyman of Middlesbrough, in fact. So we're looking at Bethan Palfreyman taking that one, 30.67. Jenna Dougal, 31.16. And of course, Olivia Martin taking that third. As we move on to heat number 9. So coming into the finish on this one, it's looking like it's going to be, oh, I thought it was going to be lane 0. It's not, went up to lane 5. Lauren Gordon-Edwards grabbing that touch, 31.57. Millie Foster, 0.04 of a second. Absolutely nothing splitting these ladies. And third going to Madison Johnson in 31.7. So 0.13 splitting 1, 2, 3 on that one. So a great second 25 from lane number 2. Can she hold on? That is Macy Yoxall, Borough of Barnsley. She does 30.65. First point 30.6 we've seen, I believe. Katrina Ho up in lane number 6, 31.31. Georgia Lee taking third, 31.38.
Lads, go round, please. Heat 1. Lads, heat 2 along here.
And they open to the now moves to the women's open coordinated freestyle, of which we have 4 hits.
So coming back down inside this 15 metres of heat number 11, penultimate heat. It is looking like it's going to be heat number lane number 4, sorry, Bethan Endicott, Team Jorvik, and it is 29.53. First one we've seen dipping under that 30-second mark. Second, Ellie Horton, 30.16. Hermione Rowe taking that third. Final heat of this one in the water for the ladies this morning for the break. Great turn from those centre lanes as they come down into the last 15 metres. So it's going to be between lane 5 and lane 4. Can lane 5 hang on? It's going to be who takes that touch. Who's going to get the hands there first? I think it is lane number 5. It is Molly Fisher, 30.82. Lona Morales, 31.1. Lucy Ellis taking the third, 31.4. And that does round off the girls' 50-metre butterfly. We move swiftly on now to 13 heats of the boys' 50-metre butterfly, 11 to 13 years. And this is, of course, heat number 1. So fine swimmers in this one. It's looking like lane number 4, Joseph Edgar of Derwentide, is going to be taking this one. Second, looking like it's sitting with lane number 2. But lane 3 coming back very strong. Who's going to grab that touch? It's Joseph Edgar that takes it, 36.33. Oliver Dodsworth, 37.18. And Miles Kearns, 37.46 to top the 1, 2, 3 in that heat. As we move to heat number 2.
I want number 2 of the boys to finish the finish line.
A strong turn from lane number 4. George Brooks to the leads. They're looking good up in lane 8 and lane 6 as well, just on the outside of the pool there. Harry Rook of Bev Barracudas and Marcus Justovich of Kingston upon Hull. It is going to be George Brooks that takes that 63.3. Harry Rook 36.3. George Brooks takes that one. 36.84 Harry Rook. And we are, in fact, got a bit of a gremlin in the times there. But Marcus Justovich at the top of the page, 36.43 taking second. Harry Rook, in fact, 36.84, of course, popping him into third.
We now move on to heat 2 of the women's open tournament freestyle, and your athletes for heat 2 are as listed on the scoreboard.
Away with heat number 3. Some great noise being generated by teammates and supporters in venue, which I'm sure you'll be hearing down the feed as well, because it's not too far away from me for these boys that are in the pool at the moment. So who's going to take this one? Probably lane 6, I'd say, Zach Beattie. It is indeed 35.34. Lane 2, Ben Hewitt, 35.47, and Samuel Smith, 35.64. As we come down this second 25 of heat number 4 of 13 of these boys 50-metre butterfly, it's looking as if it's going to be the Gateshead and Wickham swimmer Daniel Barrett takes this one, and it is 33.94 for him. Cody Ingram 34.36 taking that second, and Solomon Hodgson 34.42. So heat 5 in the pool. Not a huge amount at all on these 50s as you'd expect splitting them, but it is a cracking turn up on the top of the screen from lane number 9 and 6. 6 absolutely flying down this second 25. That is Lucas Jets of Grimsby Aquatics, and he is convincingly going to take this 50. 33.16. And Oliver Whittleston up in 9. Great comeback from him, 34.03. And Isaac Bouchan taking that third, 34.32.
Oliver Crosby from the Leading bowler from the City of Leeds and Manners from the City of Scotland. They are your finalists for the men.
Just about to crack on with heat number 6. Just waiting for some announcements to be made in venue. So heat number 6 out in the pool now. Up quickly in lane number 8, but going very, very well is Rory Bryant of Borough of Kirklees. But lane number 4 as well, Jacob Brown Harrogate really come back in the last 10 or so metres. Is it going? I think possibly. Oh, that was a close finish. Rory Bryant snatches that one, 33.33. And then we've got Jacob Brown, 33.36, 0.03 in the end, splitting those two. That was very impressive, right to the touch. And then your third ending with Yash Gandhi, I believe, in that third position from Scunthorpe. It was indeed, just checking that with the board in venue. So away thick and fast with these heats of the 50 metres butterfly. It does look to be hands to the wall. First was Joshua Cusack-Hughes from Doncaster Darts, but really anyone's call here. But coming out of the turn, Benjamin Fish, Alnwick Dolphins, clearly pushing forward. But lane 3, Joshua Cusack-Hughes, Doncaster Darts, really going for it. He is going to snatch this one, I believe. Indeed he is, 32-1. That's brilliant. Benjamin Fish, 32-6. And Jack Maksarski at the top of the screen there, 33.07. Grabbing that third. So coming back down this final 15 or so metres, and it's those top lanes again, lane 5, lane 6, lane 9. Really couldn't call it either way. I think hands to the wall's going to be lane 5. Thomas Miles, 32.29. Joshua Robinson, 32.42. And Noel Cooper up in 9. As mentioned, grabbing that third spot. So moving on to the final 5 heats of this one. This is heat number 9. So away with heat number 9, and looking at the pool, again really difficult to pick out, but coming back down the pool, lane number 4 and lane number 9, just at the top of your shot, you can see them both edging forward, about half a body length up at this point. That is Kobe McKim and Nathaniel Horner of Bridlington. It is Nathaniel Horner, 30.74. That is the first time in the 30s, I believe, for these 50 metres butterfly. I'm sure there will be some more coming, but great win of that heat from him, 30.74. Second, Colby McKim with 31.73, and William Morris, again another familiar name, 32.11, grabbing that third. So heat number 10. Lane number 4, as we'd expect with spearheaded heats, but Alfie Maguire, City of Sunderland, coming through to take this one. 30.33. These heats are seeded so closely, so although spearheaded, anything can happen, but 30.33 for him. Even Sordy, 31.34. And third, William Hannah, 31.59. So heat 11 in the water of the boys 50 metres butterfly. So it is lane 5, I believe, at this point. That is emerging from the rest of the field. That is Ben Croft of Stocksbridge, 29.73. First swimmer dipping under that 30-second mark. Second, Finley Alman, 30.44, and third, Joseph Pennock with a time of 30.85. So penultimate heat, heat 12 of the 50 metre butterfly. Lane 3, cracking start, first 25 from him. That is, of course, Kenneth Schwan, City of Sunderland. All of those swimmers making the most of that underwater phase, but certainly those centre 4 lanes. Lane 5, though, absolutely storming back. Matthew Cairns, Durham City, taking this one. Matthew Cairns, 28.17. Wow, what a time that is, 28.53. Luke Smith in the second position. Cameron Green, again, pushing his way up there into the top 3, 28.97. Great swim from the top 3 in heat number 12. As we move very swiftly on to our final heat, and our final heat of this morning's competition, heat 13. Underway. Great start, coming up about a quarter of a body length ahead is lane number 4, Thomas Maskell, Derwent side. See how he makes the most of this underwater phase as he comes back. But on his shoulder, Jack Ridley, AFS Hartlepool. But not quite going with him. So lane number 4, Thomas Maskell, 29.3. In lane number 5, I believe that is Jack Ridley. It's not showing there at the moment, 30.25. And then we have in third, Maciusz Ulsinski, 30.80 to finish up those 50 metre butterflies. Blimey, they were quick. And some great swimming there from all of those boys. So that does indeed finish the competition this morning. There will be a short break with the age group pool. The open competition is still carrying on, so if you want to have a quick look at that, the YouTube stream is available. The competition will start again at 2:30 for the age groups. So I do hope you've enjoyed the live stream this morning, and I do hope we will have some of you rejoining us this afternoon for the competition, which starts at 2:30. Have a lovely afternoon. Thank you.